Hey friends, so in the last video we learned how to log in a user. In this video we will learn how to send user a JWT token back when the user has successfully logged in, and the JWT token will have some of the user information which will be used to identify who is making the request in future endpoints which needs protection or which will be protected by the user. So the first step is to open your build.gradle and add these two plugins or dependencies. The first one is Ktor auth and the another one is Ktor auth JWT. So these two dependencies are used to create the JWT token and verify the authentication of the user. So we'll sync our build.gradle. And the next step is to open your application.kt and here install the authentication plugin. So you can see the authentication plugin from ktor.auth, and here we will just write a JWT block. So this will be used in the future in our protected requests to verify the JWT token, but right now it will remain empty. And the third step is, so we will need a configuration file to add some of the keys that is required to create a token. So in resources, we'll create a file and we will name it as application.conf. So this is the standard name that you give to your configuration file, and here we will basically add these four configuration strings: the secret, issuer, audience, and real. So the secret is used to create your authentication token. Basically the algorithm that we use to create the token takes a secret key and it uses the same secret key to identify the token, and if the secret has changed it will make all the existing tokens invalid. And issuer and audience is basically the information about who is creating the token, so it can be a URL, the company name, or anything. And we will discuss about real in the next video where we will verify the token. So right now you need to add these four configuration settings, and the next thing that we will do is we will create a token manager class which will handle our functionality to create a token and verify a token. So we will create a package and we'll name it utils, and just create a simple Kotlin class and name it token manager. So this token manager is gonna take a config property which will be of token application config. So this is basically used to read the application.conf file, and here we will create a function called generate JWT token, and this function will take a user because we are gonna save the user name and user ID in the token, so we need the user as well. So now here what we'll do is we will read the values from our configuration file. So we'll use the config property and we will pass this name here, or in this case audience, and do get string. So we'll copy paste this 2 more times and we'll do secret, and then we'll do issuer. And the last one that we need is expiration date. So this is nothing but the current time plus 6000 milliseconds. So basically around, you can say, so 60,000, which will be 1 minute. So this token expires every 1 minute. So now what we'll do is we'll create the actual token and we'll use the JWT class and call the create method, and we'll pass a bunch of things using different methods. So the first one is audience, so we'll pass the audience here. then we'll do issuer and pass the issuer, then we'll do claim. So we'll save two things in the claim. So first one is username, so do user dot username, and the second one is user id, and do id, and then we will tell the algorithm. So here we will pass the secret. So now we have the token, and now we return it, and also give this function a return type of string. So now we go into our authentication router, and in the top we create our token manager object. And here we'll basically pass the config. So how we initialize it is we'll do Token application, and here config factory.load. So that is how you initialize your Token application config property. And now we will go at the bottom of our login route, and here we'll do two things. First, we'll create the token manager, or I think we created it. Yeah, so we have that already at the top. So we'll just get the token here using the token manager, and pass the user that we already have here from this statement. And instead of just passing the data, so what we will do is here pass the token. So now let's run our application. Go to Postman, go to our login endpoint, and run the endpoint. And now you can see that we are getting our token, and it has same those three parts. And this second part will have our claims. So in the next video, we will learn how to verify a token and how to make a protected endpoint. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.